I am spending from now until May in Monument Beach near Bourne, Massachusetts, on the Cape. I'm enjoying spending time with my friend Joan, who was my college roommate, following her as she explores the water of the Cape. She loves the waves, the birds, the flora, the fauna, and I, of course, am getting used to the northeasters that bring power outages, snow, ice, and many other fabulous things. It's been just a true joy. It really has. I've really had a wonderful experience. But I also wanted to share with you some of the things that's uniquely the Cape that she's allowed me to do with her. And one of those is picking cranberries. She and her sister Connie are known as the Cranberry Sisters. They live right next to a cranberry bog where their mother and grandmothers cranberried. And so they are allowed by the owners of the bog to go and glean cranberries after the main crop has been picked. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what's involved with picking or gleaning cranberries and the two different ways that they pick cranberries so that you will know what I know. First of all, Joni said, "Tracy, do you want to go pick cranberries today?" And of course I said, yes. She said, "We better hurry because it's going to be frost pretty soon. And once there's frost, we can no longer pick." So we got on as many waterproof clothing as I could find anyway, because evidently it's very damp. You can see the canal there that often floods the cranberries. And so you get very damp, and if you're not careful, all your underwear, not to mention your hands, turn this beautiful cranberry red. And so we went, and after they had dry picked the cranberries, and about 10% of cranberries are picked with this method, and those are the cranberries that we get fresh in the supermarket or when you want to have some for your wonderful Thanksgiving meal. And they use a special rake and they put them into burlap bags and then ship them off to the market. So after they were finished doing that, then we were allowed to come, and you can see within these purple flowers, little purple berries inside there. So we have to be very careful and respectful of the cranberries so that we don't pull up the plants and destroy them or squash them by laying too hard on them. So it's a very, very responsible position to be one of the cranberry girls. So I tried very hard to do what I was supposed to. And the second way that they harvest cranberries is called the wet method, and this is about 90% of the cranberries are harvested this way. These cranberries are flooded, and they have oxygen or air pockets within them. So they will boom them, and then the cranberries will pop up to the surface of the water, and they will collect them this way. And these cranberries then will go off to become your cranberry juice or cranberry products to put in different things. Massachusetts' main crop is cranberries, so this is very important to the people of Massachusetts. And after the first frost comes, usually around November, the ice, they flood the cranberry fields, and the ice forms over it, and then for a short period of time, people can ice skate on top of the cranberries, which is a great fun. Then they put sand on top of the ice so that when it melts, the sand will help stimulate the growth of the cranberries, control the weeds, and improve the growth and maturity of the products. So that's all I know about cranberry, but it was great fun. So after this, we have to start getting ready to pick greens and to get ready for Christmas. So Joni took me over to the marsh, and we found different greens. I had really nothing to decorate my house with for Christmas, so I was excited to go with her. And as we're over there, she's telling me stories about how her mother and grandmother used to boat or sail across the marsh to the other side, and how she used to even do that and go across when her parents were at a party to get an ice cream. So it's great fun to hear the old story. So we gathered our greens and had a great day at the marsh, seeing the birds and all of the wildlife that was out there and listening to the old stories. And then I went back to my house and I created my own tree, and on it I put seashells and different things that I gathered. So it was great fun, and I was excited because I was getting ready for my brother Bill and his wife Jeannie to come visit for thanks for New Year's Eve. We normally don't do anything for New Year's Eve, so we were excited to go to the Sandwich Boardwalk, which was here, and see the Christmas tree that they had, and walk across the marsh, gather rocks and seashells, and go down Cape and see what they had there at the National Seashore. And we had just a wonderful time. And all three of us don't usually do anything for New Year's Eve, so we decided we wanted to do something special. So with Joni, we went to Sandwich and their first night festivities, and had a wonderful time. And then we went to a Quaker service for an hour of meditation, and then came home. And the next day, we met with with Joni's sister Connie and her friend Blanche, and my sister-in-law Jeannie, and my brother Bill. Bill fixed omelets, and I fixed my cinnamon buns. We had mimosas, and we had a brunch. And we all decided it was so much fun we had to do that again next year. Another thing that we did was go to a movie theater, which was built in the 1930s and had been renovated. And it has this wonderful mural on it. It's 6,400 square feet. And it's a Rockwell Kent mural. And it's his vision of heaven, and it's different offerings such as comets and galaxies, as well as a pair of dancing loved ones. The seats weren't that comfortable. Most of them are taped together, but it was fun to go do that. And we also went to my favorite glassmaker, who sells beautiful things, but he also sells glass mulch. So his broken glass is put into bags, 25 pounds each, which he calls glass mulch. And I had a great time sorting through it and finding pieces to make jewelry out of. And finally, we went down, when we were down Cape near the National Seashore, we went to this lovely church which has had just the most interesting nativity set that I thought you'd enjoy seeing some of the pictures. So that's it for this part of the Cape. The second part of my video will be hopefully produced soon, and that will cover, the trash train, the dump, and the snowstorm. So stay tuned.